Lost a great man. Sorry, that is Linda Sheffield and their children. This is Haley and Holly. About 7 years ago, Haley and Holly lost their dad, and Linda lost her husband, and the racquetball community lost a great man. I never had the pleasure of meeting Greg Sheffield, but I've heard lots about him. I had the honor of being the first Sheffield Award winner, and the Sheffield Award was created in honor of Greg Sheffield. It's presented to the outdoor racquetball player who most exhibits honor, integrity, true love for growing the game. That pretty much represents what Greg Sheffield was about. A lot of people here in the audience knew him. I wish I got to know him. And this is the most prestigious award in outdoor racquetball. So let's hear it for Greg Sheffield. Before we do the award, I just want to make sure everybody's aware that Z Ultimate Self-Defense Studios is taking donations for the Sheffield family, and in return they are offering free 30 days of martial arts training and a uniform. They're located across the street from this park, down by Industrial Street, and you can literally see it from here. If interested, talk to Grant at the stand by the entrance. They lost their dad, their husband. The money raised is going to go to this family right here. It's been they asked me to talk about this year's winner. This year's winner is George Daurio from Florida. Anyone who has been to, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about George Daurio, and I think you're going to understand why he is the honoree of this award, and he probably should have won it the first year they offered it. George Daurio is 75 years old, still playing strong. Yeah, I see him every Saturday morning. Anyone who's come to Florida for an event has enjoyed George's hospitality, has enjoyed the love that George gives everyone who plays at Holiday Park, who comes to an event in Florida. George is a sponsor, puts $300, $400, $500, $600, $800 of his own money into every single tournament, never asks a penny. And I'm sorry, George, that I know you're going to see this video and you don't like people to know that you donate your own money to do that. But besides what he does at the tournaments, every single Saturday morning, 25, 30, 40 people, whoever shows up, if you're a stranger and it's your first day at Holiday Park, you're going to enjoy some home-cooked, hand-loved food donated by George. He wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's going to roast the beef, slice the roast beef, and have hot roast beef sandwiches for whoever shows up, or fresh chicken, or whatever it is. But whatever George has on every Saturday morning, breakfast sandwiches. He treats everybody. He is the hospitality wagon at Holiday Park and at every Florida event. He represents giving back to the game. He treats every single person at Holiday Park like they're his children. He ran the first tournaments in Florida. We had no outdoor racquetball tournaments. In 1980, he ran the first tournament, and there was no organization of, we didn't know about outdoor nationals. Only the McDonald's did in Florida. But he was the organization. He's still the guy that gives back. He taught me and a lot of other people about giving back. And, if you talk to anybody from Florida or any of the guys, Clubber and Greg and Booth and Solis and all the guys that have come to Florida for an event, they've enjoyed the hospitality that George gives. If you come, you're one of his kids. In 1995, he started bringing tea out to the courts. In 2000, he started doing the sandwiches. He still plays despite both knees being replaced, his shoulder being replaced. And all I can tell you is we love him. And anyone who's ever met him loves him. George, thank you very much for what you do. Let's hear it for George Daurio, 2013 Sheffield Award winner.
Love you, George!
And don't go anywhere. Next up is the Hall of Fame Award, and there could not be three more deserving people for the Hall of Fame than who we have this year.